Imagine a Dodge Charger Hellcat. But this time it's electric. That's right. The same muscle car icon known for roaring V8s and tire-shredding power is stepping into the EV era with the 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat EV. It promises instant torque, futuristic design, and performance numbers that could silence even the loudest skeptics. But here's the real question. Can an all-electric Hellcat truly carry the soul of America's most legendary muscle car, or is this just marketing hype wrapped in a battery pack? Stick around, because what I'm about to reveal might completely change the way you think about muscle cars forever. The Dodge Charger has always been more than just a car. It's been a symbol of raw American power, a muscle car legend that has defined generations. From its early days, tearing up drag strips, to its modern Hellcat versions dominating the streets, the Charger has built a reputation for being loud, bold, and unapologetically aggressive. But now Dodge is rewriting the rulebook. With the 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat EV, the brand isn't just launching another model. It's making a statement about the future of performance. This isn't a quiet shift either. It's a bold gamble. Dodge knows its core audience loves rumbling engines and smoky burnouts. Yet it's betting that the instant torque, futuristic design, and cutting-edge tech of this all-electric Hellcat will keep the legend alive in a new form. And with muscle car culture at a turning point in the US, where EVs are starting to challenge old-school horsepower, this launch feels like a make-or-break moment. In a few minutes, we'll break down every detail. The exterior that nods to its heritage, the interior that blends comfort with cutting-edge tech, and of course, the performance numbers everyone wants to see. But first, let's set the stage for why this Charger EV could either be the boldest leap forward in Dodge history or its biggest risk yet. Now let's dive into what really makes the 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat EV such a headline grabber. At first glance, this car doesn't just whisper future, it practically shouts it. The design is bold and aggressive, with a wide stance, sculpted hood lines, and those retro-inspired cues that tie it back to the legendary Chargers of the past. Dodge has clearly taken the time to make sure this EV still looks like a muscle car, not just another sleek, anonymous electric sedan. And with LED lighting signatures that glow like a predator's eyes at night, the Charger EV demands attention before it even moves. Step inside, and the transformation continues. The interior blends the raw spirit of a performance car with the comfort and tech features modern buyers expect. Imagine a driver-focused cockpit, bolstered sport seats, and digital displays that don't just show speed. They animate performance metrics in real time. Dodge has also leaned into connectivity. With over-the-air updates, a premium sound system, and customizable drive modes that let you tailor the experience from daily cruiser to track beast. But here's where it gets really interesting: the performance. Gone are the days of waiting for revs to climb. Thanks to dual electric motors, the Hellcat EV delivers instant torque, rocketing from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. That's supercar territory, and it completely changes how you think about a muscle car launch. The top speed hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but Dodge hints it will break well past 150 mph, keeping the Charger firmly in muscle car territory. Add in all-wheel drive for stability, and suddenly you've got a car that isn't just about straight-line speed. It's about control, balance, and everyday usability. Of course, there's the elephant in the room: range. Dodge is targeting around 350 miles on a full charge, which puts it right in the fight with Tesla's Model S and Ford's Mustang Mach-E. Fast charging capability means you can get roughly 80% battery in under 25 minutes, making long road trips possible without hours of downtime. But while that sounds impressive, it also raises a big question. Will Charger fans, people used to filling up at a gas station in 5 minutes, be willing to make the switch? And then there's the sound. Dodge knows silence won't cut it for a muscle car, so they've engineered a unique EV exhaust system that produces a deep synthetic growl. It's not the same as a roaring V8, but it's designed to give drivers a sense of power and presence. Whether purists will accept it remains to be seen, but it's a bold move that proves Dodge is serious about blending tradition with innovation. Now, the real kicker is pricing. Dodge has been tight-lipped about exact numbers, but insiders suggest the Charger Hellcat EV will start somewhere north of $70,000, with higher trims pushing well past $90,000. That positions it squarely against both performance EVs and high-end gas muscle cars. The question is, will buyers see this as worth the premium for an electric future, or will the price tag become its biggest drawback? We'll get into the highlights and drawbacks in just a moment. But already, you can see the 2026 Charger Hellcat EV is more than just another electric car. It's a full-on reinvention of the American muscle legend. The real test, though, is whether it can deliver the same thrill and emotional punch that made the Charger iconic in the first place. And that's exactly what we'll break down next. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for: the Charger Hellcat EV's real-world performance. Numbers on paper are one thing, but when you actually put your foot down, the experience is nothing short of shocking. The instant torque slams you back into the seat, pinning your shoulders with a force even seasoned Hellcat drivers weren't ready for. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds doesn't just feel quick. It feels like you've been launched off an aircraft carrier. The silence of an EV is gone too. In its place, that engineered growl fills the cabin, vibrating through the steering wheel, convincing you this machine still has a heartbeat. But here's the twist. The Charger doesn't just dominate in a straight line. On a winding road, the dual-motor all-wheel drive system claws into the pavement, pulling you through corners with a confidence no gas-powered Hellcat ever had. The body stays planted, the steering sharp, and suddenly the muscle car that was once all about drag strips feels like it can challenge European performance sedans. It's a revelation that no one, especially traditionalists, saw coming. Yet it's not flawless. Push hard and you'll notice the weight of those massive batteries. The Charger EV is quick, but you can feel the heft when braking deep into a corner. And while Dodge's artificial exhaust note adds drama, purists will argue it's still no substitute for the thunder of a supercharged V8. For some, that might be the line that's too hard to cross. Still, the climax of this story is clear. The 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat EV doesn't just meet expectations, it shatters them in ways we didn't think possible from an electric muscle car. It proves that muscle isn't just about the sound of horsepower, it's about the feeling of unstoppable force. So, is this the reinvention that will carry the Charger into the next generation? Or a bold experiment that risks alienating its core fans? That's the question we'll answer in the final verdict. So what's the final verdict on the 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat EV? In many ways, it's nothing short of revolutionary. Dodge has managed to take an icon of raw gasoline power and reimagine it for a future that demands electrification without completely losing its muscle car soul. The pros are undeniable. Instant supercar-level acceleration, a head-turning design that nods to heritage while embracing modern lines, and a tech-packed interior that feels both futuristic and driver-focused. Add in the impressive range and fast charging capability, and the Charger EV positions itself as a legitimate daily driver. Not just a weekend toy, but it isn't without its drawbacks. The synthetic exhaust note will divide fans. Some will find it thrilling, others artificial. The hefty battery weight reminds you this isn't a lightweight track machine. And with a price tag starting around $70,000, it won't be accessible to every muscle car fan who grew up dreaming of a Charger. For purists who crave the sound and smell of gasoline, this may feel like a step too far. That said, for a new generation of buyers, those who want the thrill of performance without the guilt of guzzling fuel, the Hellcat EV could be the perfect bridge between tradition and progress. It proves that American muscle doesn't have to die in the EV era. It just has to evolve. In a US market where Ford, Tesla, and Chevy are all pushing their performance EVs, Dodge's bold move might just reset the conversation about what defines a muscle car in the 21st century. At the end of the day, the 2026 Dodge Charger Hellcat EV is not just a car, it's a statement. It challenges everything we thought we knew about performance, loyalty, and legacy. But the real question is, do you think an electric Hellcat truly deserves the crown of muscle car, or has Dodge strayed too far from its roots? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the future of performance cars.